Hello and welcome to our review of the week. With all the bank holidays and all the craziness that we've had going on in the last few weeks, we've just been really busy. Obviously the King's Coronation and etc. So we haven't had a chance to get on and get one of these done. However, today we're going to have a catch up and we're going to just run through the whole of May up to today with the statistics for the property market that you absolutely love. A couple of news articles and some sports thrown in as well. So without further ado, because I've only got 15 minutes to get this done, let's get into it. So, starting as ever with the sports, we have got this coming weekend the Imola Grand Prix, and apparently Mercedes have got some big upgrades coming to their car. Nobody really knows what concept they're going to go for, but all we know is that the concept as of the first race in Bahrain was completely wiped out. They said that they took it on the wrong direction, so hopefully they can start moving forward with the new design that they've got coming this weekend. Staying on the theme of Formula One, Miami Grand Prix a couple of weeks ago, and again Max Verstappen ran away with it, achieving or securing P1. It ended up being a procession in the end, but how fast that car is, it's unreal. Moving on to football. So Arsenal, we've got to talk about Arsenal and the fact that they have bottled it all the way through the season, being top of the Premier League, really consistent, great results all through the season, coming towards the business end of the season, and they have capitulated. They've absolutely thrown it away. It's Man City's now to lose, and I don't think they will. However, there is some excitement because we've got the race to fourth now on, with Liverpool beating Leicester, who are obviously scrapping in a relegation battle themselves. So the race for fourth now is between Man United, Newcastle, Liverpool and Brighton. What a brilliant achievement that they've achieved this season, getting all the way up into what could potentially be fourth spot. Staying on the theme of football, Chelsea women's team secured another FA Cup victory, thanks to Sam Kerr once again. Fantastic achievement for them. They're doing big things. Got to just quickly touch on cricket. I don't really follow it too much myself, but I do know and have followed a little bit the career of Jofra Archer. He has been ruled out of the Ashes series this summer and also for the remainder of the summer with a stress fracture in his elbow. Always been prone to injury, unfortunately, so wish him all the best. But yeah, he is going to miss out on the Ashes this year. Quickly want to mention Misfits Boxing. What do you know? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Either way, it's getting some serious press and some serious views, and some serious money is involved as well. At the weekend, it was KSI's turn against Joe Fournier. He did knock him out. Apparently, it was with an elbow. And then, obviously, after that, there was a bit of a kerfuffle in the ring with KSI and Tommy Fury. And we think that that's possibly going to be a fight that's coming soon. So, moving swiftly on to news articles over the last couple of weeks. I have to briefly touch on it, but I'm going to do a special. We've got an interview coming in a couple of days' time with a mortgage advisor here in Stafford. It's regarding the 100% mortgage from the Skipton Building Society that was announced and has gone crazy with the amount of support, amount of information that's coming from it, and I just think it's going to really offer a different level and a game-changing scenario for people looking to get onto the property ladder. I have to mention a programme that we watch or have watched, came to the end recently, Race Across the World. If you haven't seen it, it's on BBC, you can get it on iPlayer, where 5 teams of 2, or 5 couples if you like, race from one country to another or across the country. So this particular series was from one side of Canada to the other. Whoever gets to the finish line first wins £20,000. They have to do it on a very limited budget, the same price it would cost them to take a plane from one to the other, and they have to go through certain checkpoints throughout that time as well. So if you haven't seen it, where have you been? Go and check it out because it is brilliant. So that came to the end, and we found out who won the third series of that. I have to mention again, keeping on brand, new multi-purpose sheep. If you haven't seen this, it's regarding a hybrid sheep that's been made. I don't want to say made, but has been introduced in Wales by breeding two breeds together, and they have now got a high quality wool, which is finer and softer wool, without giving up any of the quality of the meat, because normally you have one without the other, but this new multi-purpose sheep, as it is being referred to, is a brilliant hybrid, much like ourselves, and the farmer who has introduced these in Wales, currently has 17, and he's looking to grow his flock up to about 300. Again, much like ourselves, we are looking to take over the UK, so stay tuned for that and stay tuned for us. Talking of introducing species, breeds, that kind of thing, there has been a reintroduction in a national park just outside of Sydney of the platypus for the first time in half a century. I think it's a really phenomenal creature. There's just something about it. I love everything that there is about it. If you don't know too much about them, go and have a look. Watch a program called Deadly 60. They do feature on there. So go and have a look, check it out, see if you can YouTube Deadly 60 platypus. Over the weekend, we have, of course, had Eurovision, and fantastic result for Sweden, coming out the winners there. Noreen, second time that she's won Eurovision, and the first woman to achieve that feat. So congratulations to them. May Muller, obviously the UK entrant, didn't finish particularly high, but great work and very well done to her anyway. And then finally on the news, what other news have we had over these last couple of weeks? It has to be the coronation. So yeah, watched by millions throughout, hundreds of millions throughout over the world. What was you doing when the king was getting coronated? We had a fantastic time away. Was still working though, so yeah, it's now done, dusted, all over, and we move on to the next bank holiday at the end of May. Moving very, very swiftly on property statistics for Stafford. I know that's what you're all really after, so let's get into it. ST16 area. We have, in the space of, well, for May so far up to today, we have had 34 new instructions within ST16. The most expensive being a 4-bed detached on Sheringham Cover, a fantastic little place tucked just off Beaconside, with all woodland at the back of it. I absolutely love that little cul-de-sac that is over by Beaconside. It's a 4-bed detached on for 450,000 with Durish and Day. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. In ST16, we have had 32 properties sold or sold subject to contract or under offer. Most expensive being on Newport Road, a property sold by John German at 849,950. Now, it doesn't say anything about how many bedrooms it's got. It is quite a strange way that it's been listed, but I don't think it was a residential property originally. But go and have a look. It's still on Rightmove, you can still see it, but that looks a beautiful, beautiful grade 2 listed property, I think it is. But have a look and check that one out. In ST16, we have seen, since the beginning of May, 20 price reductions as well. So, agents are still slashing the prices on people's properties, so it tells me that people are still kind of really, really motivated to sell. So if you are a buyer, get looking at the property portals, see what kind of property you're after, see if you can pick up one of those that's been reduced. ST17. Now, in ST17, since the beginning of May, we have seen 32 new instructions. Most expensive coming via Durish and Day again. This one is in Rowley Park, very, very prestigious part of Stafford, on Lawn Road, and that is a 6-bed detached property on the market for £985,000. So if you've got just a sniff under £1 million, go and have a look. It is a beautiful property, to be fair. We've seen in ST17 26 properties sale agreed or sold subject to contract. Most expensive being a property that had been on the market for a good while with, I think it was Balfour's on the Cannock Road. 5-bed detached, just a little bit further down from the Wildwood Co-op, heading towards Stafford. That's sold by Butters John B. That was on the market for £850,000 and is now sold. Within ST17, we've seen 20 price reductions. So again, go and check those out. See if something's now coming to your price bracket that you can that you're looking to buy. And then we move on to ST18. In ST18, we've seen 21 new instructions in the period from the beginning of May to now. Most expensive being on Newport Road again, and that is a 5-bed detached property on for £850,000. Agent marketing that is James DePavey over in Stone. So go and check that out. That's really nice as well. I've seen that one. I had a really good look through the listing for that. 14 properties sold subject to contract or sale agreed. Most expensive again being in Tixall. It's a 4-bed character cottage. That's how it's referred to. Being sold by Fine and Country. That was on the market for £800,000. Again, that is a beautiful, beautiful property. My sort of property, that one. So go and have a look. And in ST18, we have seen 11 price reductions. So that has been your review of May to date. So next week, we will get it out again, hopefully usual time on Monday. So enjoy the rest of your week and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.